Hi everyone, here is a review of the letters of the alphabet and the sounds that they make. The first letter is A, and it sounds like A. Some examples are ángel and gato. B, such as bebé. Se has two different patterns. If the se is followed by an A, an O, or a U, it has a hard C sound like you would hear in the word cat. If it's followed by an E or an I, then it has a soft C sound like you would hear in the word circus. So these words are carro, coche, cuchillo, whereas these are cerrar, cierra, and círculo. This letter may not exist in the alphabet any longer depending on who you talk to, but I learned it back when I was learning the alphabet, so if you ever hear anyone mention che, it's the CH combination, and it sounds like cha, like you would hear in coche, chocolate, chile, or muchacho. De sounds like RD, diccionario. A has an A sort of sound, such as éxito or enero. F, such as fuego. G follows the same sort of pattern that the letter C did, same exact rules. It has a hard sound if followed by an A, O, or U, and it has a soft sound if followed by E or I. So these sound like G, and these sound like the letter H would. So these words are pronounced gato, gordo, guitarra. You kind of ignore that U there, it's a placeholder, guitarra. Whereas these are gemela, general, religioso. So often we see these in cognates, words that look similar between Spanish and English, but they're pronounced differently. The H is always silent. Ignore it. Pretend like it's not even there. Just go straight to whatever the next sound is. So this is hola, hamburguesa. This is a very famous monument in Granada, Spain. People mispronounce it all the time and it irks me. Pretend that H is not there. It's Alhambra. Okay, you just skip right over that. Alhambra. Hotel and rehuir. E. This sounds like E, obviously. And we would see it in iglesia or enviar. Jota. Sounds like an H also. Jabón, jalapeno, rejilla. So pretty ironic that we have two sounds in the alphabet that make the H sound, but the H itself is completely silent. How silly. All right, we don't see this letter very often, but if you do, it's ka, and you would see it probably in borrowed words such as kiosco, which is, a kiosk like they have at the mall. This is L, like you would see in lápiz. And this is similar. It's the double L, it's pronounced eye, and you would see it billete, llover, pollo, pantalla. If you're from Argentina, you might have a j kind of sound like I did with this word right here. So that you might hear more like llover instead of llover. Just like somebody from Boston is going to pack the ka and have it, yeah, there are some regional differences to accents. Here we have ma, such as mono, na, such as nieve, and then this is the fun one. This is the nye with the little tilde, the accent mark on the top of it, and that lets you know that it sounds like the nya sound in Kenya, lasagna, or gnocchi. So these words, for example, are señor, España, señora, etc. O, such as gato or cola. Pe, such as panda. Now let's revisit this word. Earlier we were talking about the hard and soft sounds depending on what letters followed them. So if a G is followed by an A, O, or U, it has a G sound. But if it's followed by an E or an I, it has a H sound. So the word for the panda bear, like the black and white one that lives in China, is panda gigante. Panda gigante. This is Q. Some examples would be que, quitasol, querer, reconquista. You have to pretend like that U is not even there, that U is giving that Q, that K kind of sound. R, like restaurante. And then you have the double R that's trilled. Rrr. And that can make a difference in meaning. For example, this word perro means dog, but this word perro means but. Like, I would go to the movies, but I can't because it's my grandmother's birthday. This is el carro, which is a car, and that's different than caro, which means expensive. So you can actually say el carro es caro, but the pronunciation is a little bit different because the first word has that double R. This is ese, such as salsa. Te, such as tomate. U, such as tu or junio. Ve, like vender, but this is almost a combination of a B and V sound, so it's not as harsh as we do in English with the V. It's more of a soft, like B. It's a combination of a B and a V. They're very, very similar. This is W, which literally means double V, because the W is nothing more than a V and another V smushed together. Some people call it doble U, which means double U, like we say it in English. Either one is fine. We don't see the W or the W very often. It's usually from borrowed words such as wigwam. All right, X is the word for X, and it has a fairly similar sound to English if it's in between two vowels like exacto or examen. If it's followed by a consonant, it's a little bit more of an S sort of sound like extremo or explicar. This is the fun one. Y is Y griega. That literally means E, like the letter I, and then griega means Greek. So it's a Greek I borrowed from their alphabet back in the day. An example would be yendo. And our last letter is zeta, such as zoológico or comenzar. So as you saw, most of the letters in the Spanish alphabet have one simple rule. A lot of the letters sound very similar to ours in English. It's pretty much the vowels that cause us a little bit of extra work to think about those sounds. And then other than that, we have the R, the double R that's rolled, and the Ñ, and just a couple of odd ones out, like the H is silent, and the J sounds like an H, but for the most part, the letters are pretty standard. So let's just go over the vowels one more time real quick. A, E, I, O, U. And there's like a little tongue twister, a little rhyme that my elementary Spanish teacher taught us when I was learning Spanish for the first time, and it goes A, E, I, O, U. Un burro sabe más que tú, which literally means A, E, I, O, U. A donkey knows more than you. It's just a silly little rhyme. Thanks for watching.